Welcome to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namofsky. Tonight, we're tackling a stage of life that touches every woman, yet too often remains misunderstood: menopause. Beyond the hot flashes and mood shifts lies a deeper story about health, vitality, and empowerment. Can lifestyle choices really shape a woman's risks for heart disease, osteoporosis, or dementia? And how does mindset influence the way we move through these changes? And what's the one shift that could make a difference this very week? To share science based insight and compassionate guidance on how women can thrive through menopause, not just survive it, I'm joined by our resident nutritionist and women's health coach, Annie Gaudreault, founder of VEEV Health and Wellness. Annie, welcome back to Empowered. Great to see you again.
Lovely to see you, Liz.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. And I know, like, this is your passion, this is your calling for women. Why do you call menopause a time of empowerment rather than a decline? And how can women reframe this stage of life?
Oh, this is such an important topic, Liz, because here we are with decades of experience, right? A little bruising, some scars, but so much wisdom. It absolutely is an incredible time where we're coming into our own. It's less about, right, what are the Jones are doing and what society really expects of us, but really starting to do things on our own terms. It's an incredibly liberating time for women.
I love the fact that you said it's incredibly liberating. I want to now focus on something that most women struggle with. What are the most common mistakes women make when trying to lose weight at midlife? And how can they shift their approach? Because this seems to be a focus of many women.
Yes, it's a big complaint. One of the big symptoms of menopause is the weight gain. So I hear
Mhm.
this in my practice all the time. Now, one of the biggest mistakes is this obsession with fasting, these very aggressive fasts that have been sold to women as this panacea for weight loss. And the reality is, it's not that effective and actually can actually really backfire on us. Now, the other thing, Liz, is this another obsession, the cardio craze. The more I'm going to burn, I believe I'm going to be losing weight. So, this nonstop cardio is actually really not beneficial for us anymore.
So, what should we do then?
So, we need to actually nourish ourselves, our bodies, for where we're at this point. Right? We are battling a lot of what a domino effect of that estrogen having dropped on insulin, for example, which is really going to cause us to be less effective at creating energy and using glucose. So there's more storage of that glucose, unfortunately. The second thing is we need to change how we move. Less cardio, more high intensity, shorter time, and strength training.
So, this is very good. This is great intel for women to know. So, with so much conflicting or overwhelming information out there, how can women know what's truly evidence based when it comes to their menopausal health?
Yes, we definitely have seen a bit of a tsunami of influencers and people on social media. One thing I like to say is check the source. Who is this person? What are their credentials? Right. So that's the first part. The other thing is that there are really incredible sources of information, such as the Canadian Menopause Society, which has unbiased, evidence based information for women to access. Even things, tools, Liz, like a checklist for you to come and better be prepared to speak with your doctor at your next appointment. Really great information that you know is solid.
And I think that's really important. A checklist is really good because when you go and have an appointment, whether it's with you or your doctor, it's easy to forget really, really important pieces. So write it all down and take that list with you. We have less than a minute to commercial break. So I'm going to start with this next question and then we'll continue on. How does stress specifically affect women in midlife? Because we all are stressed, overstressed. And what are some
Yeah.
realistic ways to manage it when life feels overwhelming?
I think that we diminish the effect and the impact of stress on us. So, first part of the answer right now, Liz, is really trying to minimize the stress sources in our lives. When we come back, we can talk a little bit in deeper about what specifically how we can do that.
Perfect. We'll be right back for more.